Let's go. GMWW Radio. You got Malachi Joel, Jay Skyline.
What's up, y'all? It's back with UnFiltered. You know what time it is, presented by Hustle. And
Hustle, no E, because the hustle is never finished.
Definitely. And y'all know what time it is. It's the football season. We a couple late games late, but it's time to talk, man. We got Thursday night football tonight. Y'all know what it is. Rams all day. Aaron Donald.
Shout out Aaron Donald. That's the way you get the city behind you. Right after you say it, Rams all day. It was almost a boo, and then it's like Aaron Donald, and it's like, well, you gotta say yay right there. Yeah, good way to. Nice one, brother.
So the only Pitt player that's doing anything right now.
All right. See, then you go back to bashing.
Actually, no, I can't say that because LaShawn McCoy and the Kansas City Chiefs are doing decent, and he's from Pitt, so I can't stud on him and Andy Reid out there at the moment. But no, man, we about to get into it. First and foremost, before we get into the NFL, I want to shout out the best team playing in Heinz Field with the record at the moment, the University of Pittsburgh Panthers, who somehow upset UCF.
Shout out to the boy Cobb tuned in. Shout out to the boy Brian tuned in.
Definitely.
I'll be doing that simultaneously. So,
but I don't understand how some of these Pitt beat UCF and lost to Penn State, which I don't think Penn State's as good as y'all think they are.
That was now wasn't that like some?
They lost
like
Penn State.
no, it was like I heard or seen that they won't play them again for a while or something.
No, Penn State.
That was just.
They played them for a couple of years. Penn State thinks it's beneath them to play Pitt, even though they lost once in these 4 years. They should have lost this year.
Okay, but they don't want to play no more. Penn State's tired of playing them.
Yeah, they think that because they look at them as the little brother. Even though Pitt got more national championships. Even though most of them happened when Pop Warner was the coach. But
don't matter, count them.
But outside of that, no, man, it's just we
are.
are.
They got the most wins between the two because I went to Penn State.
And then that's Dundada. The guy whose beat you heard earlier, I was going to give him a shout-out till he said this shit in the background.
It's all Media Spawn Squad. It's all love, though.
Media Spawn Squad, shout-out to the boy Jay Biggs, new video, work, all platforms, check it out. Shameless plug, because I'm shameless.
He's in the video, so he wants y'all to see it.
Yeah.
But on top of all that, if they were to beat Penn State, they'd probably be ranked right now. Yeah. And that's the wild part to me about all that. But no, I mean, Pitt's always a weird team. And again, Pat Narduzzi does enough to keep his job. Every year, we can lose, basically half the games left. And I've already Pat Narduzzi to me is turning into Marvin Lewis, where I'm like, yeah, man, this isn't going any further. I like Pat. I don't think anybody dislike Marvin Lewis. I'm like, I like Pat. I ain't got no reason to not like Pat, but I'm at the point where I'm like, hey, man, you beat one good team here. UCF is like a suspect good team because they're not in a Power 5 conference. They're basically what Boise State used to be. So it's now like, oh, yeah, they beat UCF. They should have. If they had to beat Penn State, I wouldn't have as much of an argument about keeping his goddamn job. I really wouldn't. But now I'm at the point where I'm like, yeah, it's probably time to get rid of the Pitt coach. They're not.
Do y'all agree?
Yeah.
How long has he been here?
Probably, I think 3 or 4. No, he's been here since the beginning, so 5 years now, probably. So that one's a tough one for me. But like I said, how y'all feel about Pitt keeping Narduzzi another year after this?
Mac Ball. Shout out to Mac Ball. Oh, I just killed him. I'm going to go off camera and come back.
We're going to get y'all real quick. That was on that one. But shout out to everybody back on the other camera. But, yeah, like I said, it's I just want to know what's going on with the Pitt coaching situation. But we're going to get into the NFL real quick. And before we get into the games tonight, we're going to get first and foremost, because me and Luke was talking about this before the show started, what do y'all – I think the Dolphins are going 0-16.
I think they're going to win one game. I get you on the 0-16, and they've already shown that they don't care. But I feel like the fans and everybody coming out commuting, you did one game. Give me one. I don't know which game is going to be, if it's going to be something that stop somebody else's late in the season, but I just feel like they're not going to. I don't think they should allow all of that.
Like I said, it's just when your franchise guts the entire when your franchise guts everybody, gets rid of everybody, and just says we ain't going to do this, because you know what the thing is, and a lot of people, I don't know if they think about it that hard. I don't think the 0-16 Lions team was that bad. They lost like 4 or 5 games, by less than a touchdown. And then the Browns team that went 0-16 wasn't the worst defense in the world. I don't think their offense was doing shit, but the Browns' defense at that point was still decent. So, yeah, no, like, I honestly think that this Dolphins team's worse than both of those teams. You get rid of fucking everybody. Again, you got rid of the offensive tackle. You got rid of the safety. You got rid of your wide receivers. Like, you had to get rid of the wide receiver. That was a different situation.
It's the Wildcats. They out there.
So,
like second and third string players. You got the starting position right now.
Again, man, it's it's just like if you still there, they don't think you're like. How would you feel if you were still there and you didn't get traded?
You better ball out. That's what I'm saying. They're gonna get one win. If I'm still on the team, if you trade away all the stars, and you leave me on the team in an effort to say, well, we definitely won't win nothing with these guys. We're gonna do a Rudy moment. Something. This is where the movies is made of right here. We gotta get one win. I don't care.
Shout out to Raymond. He says it's time to go for the pick, coach.
One person agrees with you. Ray Wood, though. Shout out to my boy Slaughter.
And again, I don't think he's the worst Pitt coach on the planet. I don't think this man's done badly. I just don't think he's exceeded much. And again, I think Pitt's a really hard school to exceed at because it's not really a school. There's no campus. I feel like real shit.
The campus is the originals. You gotta go to the O. That's the main. You didn't know that?
I'm just saying, there ain't no guy that's like the school. The stadium's like 6 miles away from the campus. You gotta get a shuttle down to the stadium. Like compared to it's like going around and starting to see other college towns and college stadiums. Pitt's not a normal college. It's not it's a Division I college. It's been like that all the whole time. The stadium used to be in the center of Oakland, which would have been made different back in the day. But Pitt it don't got it. So it's just a weird if they're never going to build a stadium back there again either. There's no place to put another stadium in Oakland.
Yeah.
So it's a wrap for that. I didn't even know they was gonna be able to put that dumbass baseball complex on the top of the hill next to the hill, the literal hill.
Yeah.
So, but they figured out how to do that. So, because I feel like it's sorry for some of them people from out of town if they go down the wrong part, way down that hill, go down the center, and then know where they going. But
to the hill, baby.
But no. But back on the NFL side, I think the Dolphins are probably. I just don't see it.
One win.
They one win would have to be like the Jets because they quarterback got mono. I don't know how that happened.
So.
But in other news, we're gonna slip into I guess the local news. What's going on with the AFC North, and it's open right now. Baltimore's lost their last 2 games after looking really hot. The Browns smoked the Baltimore. I don't know how everybody feels about that, but that happened.
Well, so they're both 2-2.
But the Browns are the division leaders,
And then we're 1-3.
Yep.
That's in Cincy. Cincy win?
No, Cincy. That's not one.
Oh yeah, duh.
No, that was the Monday night game.
See, I don't do the sports show often.
But yeah, that was the Monday night game for 2 teams that had to have a win.
Yeah.
So one of them teams had to come out with a win, which doesn't give me. Even though if y'all been following me online, I have been the one person that keeps on trying to tell y'all I do not think Mason Rudolph is terrible. Because if Landry Jones came up out here, I'd have told y'all I don't even know why y'all watching the games. If y'all still had Landry Jones,
I don't think we would agree with Landry Jones being the starter right now. I don't think we would all be.
I would have straight up been like, I don't even know why y'all watching the games. Y'all want to watch some games, that's fine. I understand y'all fans all like that. But I'm like, but Mason Rudolph doesn't bother me. I don't know what y'all expect to see.
Are you mad at the short game with him?
Because they don't coach him into anything? Yeah, that I don't.
I mean, is that smart to
Hey man, I don't know I know the Steelers are the team that like to keep people forever. I don't know if a lot of these dudes got their jobs much longer, including Tomlin. I feel like he might get a mulligan for this season because of the injury for Ben. But Ben's damn near. Ben didn't seem like he wanted to play anyway.
Yeah, this was gonna be that shaky season. I felt
they just gave this nigga a 3-year extension, and honestly,
it don't matter. You
know what does matter? He's the highest paid quarterback this year, single handedly. Ben Roethlisberger, like I said, not totally. There's people for the length of their contracts are getting paid more than Ben.
But
Ben's this year is the highest paid quarterback in the NFL. And I'm like, all right, that's cool. But you don't even before he got hurt, he didn't want to play. Y'all can tell how this nigga's like how his body. He looked like a giant Jay Cutler out here. He did not look like he was wanted to be out here. Outside of that, I'm just like, James Conner's coming back down to earth. I hope James Conner comes back up. I liked him when he was started out. Juju his needing to acclimate as being a number one receiver. I told y'all Dante Moncrief was fucking trash. And y'all found out the hard way.
That we did. That we did.
I don't know what I was like when y'all signed him. I was like, I just went to the draft for all that. Like, I don't know what y'all got because it's a lottery in the draft, but I know what y'all getting out of Moncrief. I like the defense. I don't think we don't count whatever happened in the first week, but I don't think the defense is bad. T.J. Watt, hey man, y'all might got the white dudes y'all want to like for all the white Steeler fans. That's gonna be all next Heath jersey.
That's the one person they're allowed to.
They're gonna get that. Yeah. That's gonna be it because everybody like his brother anyway. Now it's him. I think he's about to surpass his brother personally. Mm-hmm. I am worried about it's like the two quarterbacks of the team went down. I don't know how long. I think Hayward might be coming back, but Hayward went down in the one game a few weeks ago, and that scared me too. And I'm just like, I don't know, man. I feel like when Ben goes, the era is over, but I don't even know what Ben's going to do.
It's over now. That era. You feel he's coming back? Like,
man, he said he was coming back.
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm not a Ben Roethlisberger fan, but I've never looked at Ben Roethlisberger as a liar. The first thing is Ben Roethlisberger's the type of dude that just seems like he tells the truth too much. Let's keep it honest. Like,
I'm gonna let that one go. There was a big alley oop right there. I'm gonna just let that go.
Like,
stay on the positive side of this one.
I mean, like I said, I'm not a Ben fan. Dude's not the greatest person in the world to me from what I've heard about him. But he'd be overly honest, so I don't know why he'd be lying now.
But that's still franchise organization call. I mean, I understand that they rock with him and
he will end up like Eli Manning, man. The second he's out there and they're like, oh, Ben's done, they gonna bring him right back because he's gonna be offended and some shit. Because that's what just happened with the Giants. The Giants kept. Why the hell did Eli Manning why was Eli Manning in the NFL the last 2 years?
His last name.
Like, that's my whole thing. Because Eli Manning's been trash. I'll let this new dude come in who I think is going to be trash in the near future. And now everybody's like, oh, Eli Manning's the shit. Like, Eli Manning shouldn't have been playing. Oh, no, Eli shouldn't have been playing last year or the year before that.
CD. Shout out to CD. Happy belated. You know.
But, nah, man, that one was wild for me. But, yeah, no. Another thing about, like I said, I trust Mason Rudolph. And I honestly think the team could get a wild card. Because I don't see...
I would say winter is a whole different beast, man. Like, Pittsburgh football is one of them where you got the first half and the second half. And once the winter hits, watch, Juju's going to open up on some other shit. We'll be all right. And the division is one of them where we just worry about the wild card like you're getting to. Wild card and playoff.
Well, my whole thing is we understand the Patriots and the Chiefs are making the playoffs. I kind of believe when all this shakes out, the Ravens are probably going to push ahead just because of at this point, because people always... This is why. I don't think it's about the teams at this point because I don't think any of these three teams, we're not talking about the Bengals at this point, these three teams are that different. I think there's a talent gap in certain areas, but nothing too drastic for the team. But at this point, I think it's coaching. And I'm sorry, man. Jim Harbaugh is proven recently to be a better coaching, or that coaching staff has been proven to be better than what the Steelers are putting out there. And I don't trust the Browns. So... But, like, when it comes to, like, the decisions that are being made in Baltimore compared to what's being made in Pittsburgh in the last 3 or 4 years, I'm starting to trust Baltimore's coaching staff with how they've been handling things. Because even though they might have got out early on Antonio Brown, I feel like that was something that they hinder them a little bit. I personally don't have any issue with either the Steelers or Le'Veon Bell and how that situation ended. I think that's just mutually how both parties felt. But not like this last year or so has been a weird year for how the Steelers have handled their affairs and organization. And also, I forgot about this. We're going to talk about this real quick. Vontaze Burfict just got suspended for the rest of the year.
Yes, I seen that. I didn't get the whole story on it, but
that was another head-to-head hit. But like it was just like they said, you can't come back this year at all. And he's appealing it. Apparently, the Raiders are riding with him. Also, he was a Raiders captain. This is his first year on the team.
Well, after the Antonio thing.
Because we ain't get to talk about shit. A couple things, because I ain't going to dwell too much on Antonio. Everybody's hollering about Antonio. But I got two really big points about the Antonio thing. Vontaze Burfict was the one that broke up the fight with him and the general manager. And Antonio Brown, for all essential purposes, is the only man on the planet, black man on the planet, to get away with calling his boss a cracker in front of all the other black employees and keep his job.
But lost his money. So what are we talking about?
So, and even
Yeah,
though
you can call me what you want to call me, but you ain't gonna cash that check.
if everything, and honestly, if everything else didn't happen where shit ended, I would have rather been traded to the Patriots for the amount of money he'd already made and take that cut than play for whatever the Raiders are about to be this year. I'd have took my chance. And again, everything else that happened after that, that's all Antonio. But if I get to go ahead and go play for the Patriots and take this $9 mil and probably go get a Super Bowl, I'll take that over basically because Antonio Brown was about to pull a Randy Moss in his career. It was about to be 2 years of being there anyway. He was going to end up in the Patriots for 2 years anyway. It was going to be he just fast forwarded the process.
Anyway, shout out to Juice, tuned in.
Oh yeah, definitely shout out to Juice. But yeah, no, that was inevitable. Now the rest of whatever happened, that's on Antonio Brown. He out here threatening people through group messages. Shout out to Chevy. So
I still feel they're gonna finish top of the division. That's just me.
Oh yeah, no, I just think they're gonna get the wild card. I don't see after the top two teams. I don't really know who's gonna make it out the AFC South, but most of them teams is trash to me. I think the Houston's cool because of Deshaun Watson, but they're gonna get Deshaun Watson killed before the end of the year. And I don't really care about any of the who else. I think the Bills are gonna make the playoffs as a wild card. The Bills went out there and played the Patriots. Should have beat the Patriots, but the Patriots kind of purposely knocked out their quarterback. I had my eyes when I watched that game. Because my whole thing is, if you're not Fontes perfect, you know what that is? If you knock out the quarterback with a head-to-head hit, a 15-yard penalty, and they ain't got that quarterback for the rest of the game. Mm-hmm. So it's like, oh yeah, we take that 15 right now.
Yeah.
And then
because y'all about to kick our ass, so let's get him up out.
Yeah, because I feel like they was gonna win that game before Josh Allen went out. Josh Allen wasn't playing great, but that's still your starting quarterback who was managing shit at that point. And outside of that, I don't believe anybody from the Chargers are folding. The Chargers are folding in front of our fucking eyes. Like, they are just folding. Denver's not good. Who else is Oakland obviously isn't good. So yeah, it's a battle between the Browns and the Steelers for second in the division. I think the Ravens will shake it out eventually because their schedule's kind of weaker than I thought it was. Steelers have a tougher schedule.
Well, not always, but
the funny part is their two Monday night games are wins because they beat the Bengals and my whole thing was if they found a way to lose to the Bengals, fine. If they lost to the Dolphins at the end of the month, we was gonna see them fire people for the first time in the middle of the season.
Yeah, no, that cannot be the one win I was talking about for the Dolphins. That cannot be the one win right there. I'll tell you that much now. I'm about to lose our live feed, for everybody over there on Facebook land.
But we'll have the whole video up on YouTube and post it up in about an hour or so.
Yeah. People always put me to the clock.
But no, man, that's just not that can't. You're right, that can't be the loss. But
definitely can't be the loss.
I
definitely think
because they play the Jets, who are not the greatest team in the world. Again, I think there's a chance, and they play the AFC East is playing the NFC East this year in the cross conference battles, every conference one of the divisions cross, and the Redskins ain't good. So. That's the other thing. They got to play the Redskins at some point. So the Redskins ain't good. And if the Redskins ain't good, then there's a chance y'all can get the Redskins. I don't know about the other teams in that division because the other teams are, hey, Joyce, thank you for joining in. But I don't see what the Redskins are going to do. That doesn't help me at all. And then, yeah, that's about it. But I don't see the other teams are going to beat. Because I don't think they play the Bengals this year. If they play the Bengals this year, yeah, maybe.
I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe at Melvin's home. I don't know.
But Melvin. But Melvin. Speaking of Melvins, Melvin Gordon has folded. He had to come back and play for the Chargers, and the funny part is he's not coming back after this year, and it's not gonna be the same thing as Le'Veon Bell because most of the time when people hold out and they come back to the team, there's a lot of fines and stuff because the fines for not playing under contracts in the NFL. Usually the teams waive those fines. The Chargers ain't waived the fines.
They want all theirs.
That was the first.
Run all that in.
That's the first time I've ever heard of that. Like there might be some times when it's happened when people have had to pay the fines, but 9 times out of 10, the team covers the fines, and they was like, no, you're gonna lose that cash, and that to me is a whole proven. We didn't think we needed you in the first place, like. So yeah, Melvin Gordon had to play the season. If he didn't play the season, he was gonna lose a year to free agency. He was gonna have to play for them next season anyway. It's gonna basically be that until they play the season. Because again, you're under contract. No matter how much money you want to be paid, you're under contract. Le'Veon Bell was not under contract, so he could do whatever the fuck he wanted to. That's the thing that I think people got twisted with Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell wasn't assigned to a contract. They tried to put him on a franchise tag. He never signed it. He didn't have to play. It was just legally he could only sign that contract. He couldn't sign with nobody else. Melvin Gordon was supposed to play for the Chargers this season, under contract and only for the Chargers. That doesn't change. So Melvin Gordon's back. He's going to have to play this year. They're going to run him as many times as they physically can, like when the Cowboys did that to DeMarco Murray. Mm-hmm. So he's going to rack up, even missing the first 3 games.
Run his tires off this motherfucker.
Yeah. It's about to be eastbound and down on this nigga's ass. Like, they are about to run.
4 from 48.
Like, I won't be shocked if this man is top 5 in carries by the end of the season. I don't know about his yards and touchdowns, but carries, he'll be up there. Mm-hmm. That's going to be a funny one to watch out there this season on top of all of that. But I guess we're going to talk a little bit about tonight before it gets into
I was going to say that. I was going to really jump to 8 o'clock and say, like, who you got, well, not who you got. Off camera. Don't get it twisted. Off camera, he roots against the Rams.
No. I'm upset about last weekend. I am upset. I apparently, and I gotta say, shout out to my mom, but I apparently didn't wear any Rams gear last weekend, and they lost during the game, and I didn't wear shit. My mom came on my neck about it, even though she's a Steelers fan. And so I had to come out hard. Brand new Aaron Donald jersey. First time worn out for anything important.
Crispy out here, though.
Yes.
I give you that. I will say that.
So, shout out to Aaron Donald. We only about 30
about
minutes
a half
away.
Hour. Yeah. So, what do we estimate, or what's the?
I think it's gonna be a rough game.
What are we predicting here?
My prediction is gonna be like 32-28. It's not gonna be. We ain't blowing the Seahawks out. It's a division matchup. Both the Seahawks and the Rams are 3-1.
How many sacks for Donald?
2.
2 sacks.
Yeah, that ain't gonna be the wildest night on the planet. It's Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson's a slicker quarterback. And both teams are trying to rally. The Seahawks lost to the Teddy Bridgewater Saints 2 weeks ago, and the Rams lost to the Buccaneers only because Bruce Arians is the fucking coach of the Buccaneers. Bruce Arians was the coach of the Cardinals for like the last 6 years, so it's not like Bruce Arians doesn't know what's going on with the Rams. I feel like that.
You didn't wear the jersey. That's what it was. Stop trying to blame other shit. You didn't represent your team, and it happened.
But they're both tied for second in the division.
Facebook land. Everybody over on Facebook land.
Definitely.
We got 2 cameras.
But the only person that's the team that's on top, my bad, is the 49ers. They're undefeated because some people's team couldn't seal the deal.
Shout out to Peter.
Man, I thought
I'm
y'all
just
had
doing shout outs to them.
Man, I thought the Steelers had that game, man.
That
But
was ugly.
But the 49ers are undefeated right now, so they have the division. And but I ain't worried about the 49ers. I ain't worried about Jimmy Garoppolo. It's called Jimmy G. I ain't worried about that nigga. But I am worried about the Rams and low key. Like, again, Todd Gurley isn't happy. Todd Gurley also got fucking arthritis. And Jared Goff doesn't look good. But I've always thought Jared Goff was like, again, I wasn't too excited about when they signed Todd Gurley. I wanted Melvin Gordon. I kind of think I've been proven wrong. But now this nigga has arthritis. So maybe all the running backs in that draft just weren't worth it. And then I'm not a huge Robert Woods fan. Actually, I'm not a Robert Woods fan. Cooper Kupp, I'm cool with, but he gets hurt a lot. But he is, like, killing it. I'm not going to stuff. The white dude's killing it. And I'm okay with Brandon Cooks. But I look at it as we have 3 number 2 route receivers, which is better than most offenses. Like, none of these dudes are number 1s, but they all do different things. So I can live with that. But Jared Goff is not that great of a quarterback. And they have to give this nigga $110 million guaranteed. Get this nigga a $110 million contract. I mean, it was more than that, but they gave him $110 million guaranteed. I mean, if somebody had to sign an $110 million and put it in escrow, like that had to be an $110 million check. They don't sign it out separately. When you guarantee people that money, it is signed that second. Now, it doesn't give it to them all at that moment, but you have to put the money up.
All together. If you gonna sign it, time the fuck out. Don't sign that shit in front of me and then tell me you gonna give me portions. The check wasn't okay. Continue. I'm sorry.
Oh no, that's fine. No, I was.
I frustrated my soul. Shout out to Ashley. Congratulations. Okay.
But yeah, no, I can't get into the idea that they gave this man a $110 million contract and he out here looking boo boo. Like he does not look good. And it's just like I can't get into Jared Goff at this point
again. You can never say boo boo again on Unfiltered. Just let you know that now. That hurt. That hurt me just as much as hearing that money situation. That hurt. Okay. Playing like shit out here. Okay, keep it going.
But no, like because Jared Goff, I'm again this whole team. I like Sean McVay as a coach offensively, but I'm the people that are there. I've never been sold on. They just re-signed Tyler fucking Higbee. Tyler Higbee ain't that great of a tight end to me. I don't think either tight end is great. They're just serviceable. That's insulting. Like I'm not gonna lie, when you call somebody serviceable in a sport, it just means that like, hey man, we can like shuffle you along for a season or two, see what we can get through with you. But I don't think
I'll take that check too. Give me a 2-year NFL career.
So, but no, man, like I said, I think the Rams got tonight, but I mean it's gonna be a tough game. The Seahawks are dope. I definitely think they're definitely one of the better teams out here.
So it's gonna be close all the way, or you just
yeah, I don't think anybody's getting away from each other or nothing. I really don't. So yeah, no, like I said, it's been an exciting season all the whole way.
I'm going to go since you didn't ask me.
What?
Since you didn't care.
Well, what do you think?
Seahawks win by 3.
You don't have a score
though. Nah. By 3, whatever the scenario is, Seahawks win by 3. Okay. So, just to give you some opposition, I don't really probably believe that. I don't know. There's nothing behind that.
Well, how do you think about things going this weekend with the 1 o'clock Steelers Ravens or Steelers Ravens? My bad.
Steelers Ravens.
In Hinesville.
Okay. One of the 2 games is always a wild game with us and the Ravens to me. Like each year, there's always that game.
They sliding now.
It's predicting if it's this game or the next game. That's the only question. But it's going to be one of the games. I don't think it's going to be this game. I think we're coming off a high from Monday night. I think we're going to do our thing this game, and then we'll have to worry about it later on in the season.
I think this is the best chance.
Okay.
They've gone down 2 games. The Ravens, they just lost the last 2 games.
Hustle promo ad.
But yeah, they've lost 2 games. The Steelers got their first win.
Yeah,
I think they can get this. I feel like if they can get this, it'll prove a lot to me and a lot of other people. So I think they can get it. I do think the Ravens are sliding. I think the Ravens will bounce back later.
That's what I'm saying.
I think the Ravens are having issues right now, and they got to get it together.
Yeah, I think we can capitalize on that.
So that is definitely a big thing right there. In other news, NBA's coming back soon. Definitely looking out for that. My Lake show's looking good right now. Again, I'm not a big LeBron James fan, but I'll take whatever's happening.
And now you will be because he's on. Okay, this is gonna be.
Again,
I need Brad back now. I need a bit of flair to help. To bring the LeBum haterism.
I'm here for the unibrow. With the unibrow.
That's okay. That's what drew you to LA. Well, you've been to LA fan.
No, I've been an LA fan. I've been an LA fan since Shaq and Kobe. Okay. I'm not gonna stunt. Like I'm not an NBA fan in the same way as the NFL, but I rock with the NBA. I definitely do.
Them, I don't know who I'm rolling with this year. I'm a Durant fan, basically. That's it.
He ain't gonna play for Brooklyn.
I know. So
I feel like that's like your dream though. Like he rocked.
It really was because I was ready to be in Brooklyn this year, watching a game, like because I've never been to have I? No, I haven't been to a basketball game. I think maybe like back when the old ass Cleveland, like the Cavs used to like play here. Something weird, like an exhibition game.
No, they used to play. No, I remember because I remember
back when they had Daltrey and
they did it with LeBron once or twice, where they would play like a preseason game.
All right, yeah.
I remember one time I think it was like the Cavaliers and the Dallas.
Cobbs with you on the Lake show. But like I said, until I'm a solidified Brooklyn fan, with the move with Durant. I just got to figure out a team.
Also, even though I am with the Lake Show, I think both LA teams are going to do work this year, but I wouldn't be out here disrespecting the San Francisco Warriors. I'm going to start calling them the San Francisco Warriors.
What? I was going to say, did I miss something?
They left Oakland.
Are they going to make a change, or is it just going to be Golden State?
Oh, no, it'll still be Golden State, but y'all left Oakland, so I ain't calling y'all the Golden State Warriors.
San Francisco Warriors is horrible.
That was the idea.
That's horrible. And that made me not even want to follow the team because of that. I thought that was really wow, that was horrible.
Okay. But I think y'all stunting on them. I think Curry, D'Angelo Russell, and Draymond Green will be able to handle things until about April, whenever Thompson comes back. They ain't gonna miss the playoffs.
No, they'll miss the playoffs.
And if Thompson comes back and they're good, again, they got to prove to me whatever's going on in both LA teams is going to work. They got to prove me Anthony Davis and LeBron is going to work. And I'm sorry, bro, but Paul George is still the same dude that I saw break his damn leg once. And yeah, he looked good last year, and he actually looked like he had MVP numbers at some point playing beside Russell Westbrook. But now you definitely are the number 2. This isn't the same. Like, Russell's out here playing 100 downs and running every down. Kawhi's game is different. Kawhi's a superstar, and Kawhi got that championship last year. But Kawhi's game isn't like Russell Westbrook's game. So I think you're now going to have to be more of that dude, where Kawhi's finessing niggas. He's still dominating. He's out there in a different way. But
something about to happen. Something about to happen.
But it's going to be an interesting basketball season. Don't ask me about the East because I don't really know what's going to happen with the East because Toronto ain't winning.
You said what you was about to say. You want to give a damn.
Well, because what the hell? I mean, I'm a Giannis fan, but I don't know if the Bucks got it yet with the rest of the team. Toronto's done. I just want to.
Will Drake be there at every game, even in their downfall? Do you think, or you think he's going to bail? Like, that's if they go on the spiral. We're assuming.
I don't even think they're going to make the playoffs.
Okay.
Like that's how.
Drake, you better be there every game the same way. That's all I'm saying.
I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. And then on the other tip, it's going to be, the Phillies going to make it. I think Miami's going to make it this year. Jimmy Butler showed. Oh, did you hear what Jimmy Butler did?
He cut his hair?
I'm not sure about that
one.
Okay. I ain't gonna lie. Outside of
that's the roughest throw for me, boy. I feel for that.
Because Kevin Durant doesn't brush his hair, Jimmy Butler doesn't get seen as much. But
wait, what?
Have you ever seen Kevin Durant's hair?
Yeah, Kevin Durant definitely got like a 1980s. Yeah.
But no, Jimmy Butler definitely doesn't fuck with his barber, or his barber don't fuck with him.
He don't fuck with maintenance of his hair of any sort. You can't throw nothing through that. Like,
well, I feel like the news I'm about to give you proves to you what type of dude doesn't do what you just said. The same dude that the Miami Heat yesterday or the day before had their first practice. It started at 10 a.m. in the morning. He showed up at 3 a.m.
To prove a point? To prove that you're the first one in the gym? Is this what this is? Okay.
3 a.m. in the morning, man.
You're definitely not going to do nothing this year for that bullshit right there. That's some bullshit. That's too much. 9, 8:30, maybe 3. Last night. Because 3's last night. 3 don't count as the next day. 3 is still last night. Club rules. Like, okay, that's some bullshit. You and the janitor. I know the janitor was like, I hope you slip. Because that's just too much. That's too much. That's like going to school in June. Or, like August, like popping up and being out front. It's like, that's some dumbass shit. All right.
I don't know. I mean, it wouldn't be me. But yeah, he showed up 3 hours early to the, not 3 hours, he showed up at 3 a.m. for his 10 a.m. practice. You looking like, I don't know, man. Like,
did he really ball out for 7 hours though? You had to. You couldn't walk around just dribbling. Because that's just as annoying. You was just there just, with headphones on. That's an asshole right there. You could have been asleep. And then if you was there that early to wear yourself out, now you're trying to say that I can wear myself out and then beat y'all still. So anyway, go you in the team. Fuck that. You practicing being a fucking janitor, night security. The fuck, like.
I just know that's not sustainable. Like I don't. You know what Jimmy Butler proves to me, and I could be wrong, but you ain't married.
Yeah, that too.
I don't know. Like that's my thing. I don't think you married.
And you got to do that to every fucking practice now. I don't want to see next week. You didn't come in 7 fucking hours early. Cause since you want, shit. But whoever else is on the team, there's someone that feels like this. I'll tell you that much now.
I feel like somebody got to show up at like 2.
No.
And then but my thing is, if I show up at 2, when he shows up at 3, he'll be pissed, and we ball for a minute. And I'm gonna say I'm going to the bathroom at like 4:30. I'm going back home. But where'd you go? I was like, no, I just want to prove the point. I'll be here at 2.
Then he's gonna do the first 24-hour. No, see, there's too much going on with that. What is you proving? And then you gonna get in the game and score.
He said the 24-hour practice for the people that are my age. I'd be like doing the SpongeBob thing, where like SpongeBob did 24-hour shifts, and that drove that nigga crazy. That'd be exactly what happened.
He just pass out. He collapsed right there mid-game. Like as soon as the game jump ball, he just pass out or be sleep on the bench. But yeah, that's too much. There's kissing ass too much right there, and that's one of them. I don't know who you're trying to show up, the coach or like I don't know what you're trying to.
He said show up the coach.
You showed up to everybody. Everybody else is asleep. Like you're like, why? Like that is definitely the iron team. Like,
well, speaking of showing up, this happened earlier this year for Liberty while they were playing. I think it was.
What's on WNBA?
No, Liberty University.
Sorry, you said my man.
No.
Nope. Sorry, ladies. I tried.
But the coach of Liberty of University, Hugh Freeze, who the reason I know his name is because he already been through a lot of shady shit when he was coaching Division I football. That's why he's at Liberty. Because a nigga with name Hugh Freeze should be able to keep. Yes,
Hey, Hugh Freeze. That's okay.
HUGH Freeze. But that's the name of the coach. But he got he had some type of surgery. I think it was like a staph infection or something where he had to be laid up on a gurney in a bed. So instead of not coaching the game or taking the day off like he should have, he actually got them to put him in the booth with the bed for he could like see out with a headphone from the booth on top of the stadium.
He was in the gurney.
In the gurney, in like all in the gown and everything in the window.
I don't even know what to say no more.
Why? Because you was just studying on that last part.
I know, but this just hurt me even worse. This is like, I can combust at this point with this shit. With this outfit on though, like, oh man, that's not even coaching. I don't know what this is. So they didn't come visit you in the hospital is what you're saying?
No, that's him in the bed.
No, I'm saying the team didn't come visit you. Like, you were waiting for the theatrical movie, we gonna win this for you, coach. The motherfuckers didn't show up. And so you brought your ass to the game. They went home without you with the assistant coach. That's pitiful.
Then the next game, they gave him I think the next game, they had him out there in a dental chair.
Mm-hmm.
Like the dentist chair.
All right. Where y'all bringing all this extra shit?
And they put him on the side.
Like, this don't make the other team think they're going to win? This ain't, like, no, looking over at their coach half dead.
I mean, Penn State, talk to this man. This coach was half dead on the sideline for like 30 years.
But he was up on his own, too. Period. You don't do that. A cane, a walker is the furthest. Crutches is the furthest a coach can go on the sideline. Wheelchair is too far. If you need a wheelchair and it's not what you've been in through life and you just got a head coaching job, then no. But a gurney, I need Martin Lawrence right there from Babel or whatever that was. Tell him to bring a gurney. Nothing to lose. Yes. Horrible decision. Definitely you're horrible
I feel
at pep
like
talk.
the reason he made the decision, though, was because he wanted to...
The team didn't come to the hospital.
No. Because at this point, what are you supposed to say when you told the coach you got hurt?
No. This is not one of them play on it. I came. No.
Yeah.
No.
You show up to the room and you like, coach, like I ain't feeling.
For one,
like...
the hospital's alive because he should have been able to be discharged if he could do all the fuck that. Like apparently his ass could have went home anyway. Like fuck no. If my coach come with a gurney and shit on, we're weak. We're like a weak fucking team. If he feel he got to coach, what did the assistant coach feel right now? This motherfucker felt I had to come in a hospital gown and the bed rather than let you coach today for Liberty. That's what was said.
Yeah, for Liberty.
Yeah.
This isn't like you coach in Alabama.
It wasn't the play. It wasn't the fucking Final Four. It wasn't our first time in the motherfucking bowl.
This was the game that y'all were paid to lose. Because I forget who they were playing, but they were playing a team. They were playing a Division I team, and Liberty's not a Division I team.
So you came to be with your team while they got their ass beat. So it was more of I'm going down with the ship.
Yeah.
I don't
know. No, I don't think it was that.
I'm trying to give them that might have sounded better than the other shit.
But they were playing somebody who they were just like, we're gonna lose.
That's horrible. If my teacher comes to school on a fucking flatbed rather than a sub, like that's weird. That's weird as hell. And you're calling the players from up there to who? To who? To an assistant coach.
I think they were playing.
To an assistant coach. It wasn't coming over the fucking loudspeaker.
I think they played Syracuse when that happened.
Oh, yeah. You definitely could have kept your ass in the fucking hospital for Syracuse.
They lost 24-0.
24-0.
Yeah. Syracuse is the Division I. Again, they were the Division I university. And Liberty is not. And that's, I mean, like, Syracuse isn't.
Yeah, no more sick days. I don't know what the fuck to say about this.
I don't know what to tell y'all about that. Like I said, I thought that was a good one. I said how he was acting about the other one. I was like, that's a definite story.
Both of them are horrible people. Those are horrible people in school. Those are the remind the teacher we were supposed to have a test type people.
Oh yeah.
That's what that showed right there.
Oh, well, you know what Hugh Freeze originally got in trouble for was he was using his he was the I think he was the Mississippi State coach, and he was using his state given phone from the school to call prostitutes.
Did we talk about this before?
Yeah, same coach.
This the same. Damn, you managed to get back on the show. Unfiltered Hall of Fame. In fact, we need his picture.
Oh no, it was Ole Miss, but Ole Miss is still.
His picture will be on Unfiltered. He is definitely the new face. Unfiltered of the month. Yes, I will make that happen. Kinko's, I'm on my way.
Well, yeah, no, that's the same coach where it's like, yeah, man, he's out here getting stuff weird.
This guy.
So yeah, no, like I said, that's but no, I think we're gonna wrap it up for today. This was definitely a nice Unfiltered comeback. We're gonna be back in a couple days, getting back into the other antics and getting into some games and interviews and getting some other people up on the show. And we always hear Jay Skyline.
I didn't know what was going on that. And you got Malachi Joel at Varsity Boy.
And again, shout out to the Media's Bomb Squad, Dundada, Hustle.
The new single, Work, video and single out on all platforms, Jay Biggs. Definitely check it out. Hustle.
Can we get a better out of Biggs real quick? He in the background?
Yeah, Biggs in the background, and that was pitiful. We got a motherfucking coach who came on a fucking gurney, and this motherfucker can't see. Maybe it is.
Nigga, Media's Bomb Squad, man. You already
There
know
we go.
it is,
Maybe
man.
it is. There we go. Maybe I do need to take this back about the gurney and the 3 a.m. shit. Because, yeah, I'm sorry. Unfiltered _PGH on Instagram. Since this guy's been away too long to remember that, I got you. And GMWW Radio on Instagram. Be sure to follow us. Grandma Worldwide Radio on Facebook. Be sure to follow us as well. Shout out to everybody on Facebook who tuned into the live.
And Unfiltered on Facebook.
Unfiltered on Facebook as well. See? Peace.